Okay, and I'm back. I know it's been a while since I posted my last video in like February of 2019. Um, so much stuff has happened. I said I was gonna be more thorough with the videos and consistent, but 2020, okay? But we made it. We're here, and today I am just gonna jump right into it. It took me a while to figure out how I really wanted to do these videos because I have lots to talk about, and just topics just kept coming to my head. So what I decided to do was more like a TED Talk or like a Fishbowl type thing where I have topics in here, as you can see, and I've already picked 3. Don't know what they're going to say yet, but we're just going to open them and we're just going to start there. And these are going to be my videos to where I just talk and express and just share, because it has been a lot of information absorbed, a lot of new information, a lot of exciting information that I want to share with you guys, along with just this healing journey that I'm on in my fields of growth. I have created the website, I have done all these different things, but have not done the videos. So we are in a new location, as you can see. Been 2 new locations since the last video, but we are out on the West Coast now. It's a beautiful day out here in California, and we're just gonna get it popping. So my first, let's see what we got here. Love. Can go on that for a very long time. Mental health, just like the first video. Okay. And what's this little one? TC Nation. Oh my goodness, I'm actually gonna start with this one because this is more near and dear to my heart, my current life right now. So TC Nation, what up, Pastor Todd? Okay, Transformation Nation, Transformation Church, Pastors Natalie and Michael Todd. I said the white first because I love Pastor Natalie. But Pastor Todd, I was put on, or should I say, caught the viral video relationship goals back in 2017, as a lot of you all did. And I just remember instantly seeing it on Facebook and like, okay, I need to see the whole sermon. Like, I don't know where this pastor has been my whole life, because I've been to church my whole life. But I had never met someone who just spoke directly to me like that. So I immediately looked up the church that day, immediately found that they had an app, immediately downloaded the app, and immediately started to binge watch all of his sermons. And if you watched my first video, we talked about mental health, and the place and the state that I was in was very sporadic, was very just still coming out of that transition period. But finding TC and becoming part of TC Nation during that time definitely was transforming. It was definitely a piece of the help that I was mentioning before. One of my favorite series is Grace Like a Flood. That's a sermon series that will change your life. FU, okay, we just came out of that one, Forgiveness University. And the other one that I just have been living by since, I guess, 2018? Crazy Faith, okay? And it's crazy until it happens. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm in San Diego, California, and I never would have thought 2 years ago when I found them, that was my dream, was to be out here right now. And it was crazy even thinking that. But here we are today. It's happened. And it's all glory to God, and knowing God in you. God is a part of you. God is living within you, and he's not scared. He doesn't not offended by your questions, not offended by looking at him crazy for 2020, because we all looking at like, 2020 wasn't that bad for me. It was crazy. It was interesting. A lot of ups, a lot of downs. But if we're talking bad years, I still say 2017 ain't got nothing on 2020. But that's just me personally. Or I said that backwards. 2020 ain't got nothing on 2017. But yeah. So where can I start with TC Nation? I'm just so grateful to be a part of it. I'm grateful to have been able to give and give and give and give and give and give and give the way that I have. Sorry. interrupted. But to be a part of TC Nation, like, it just changed the trajectory of my life. When I found Pastor Todd, I don't think that my life has ever been the same in a great way. I watch every Sunday. The Dig is like my new favorite now. Happened in the middle of 2020, deeper in God, okay? And I love The Dig because it's so transparent. It was like, I really always wanted a Bible study or something like this, where it was like a panel and they just talk about the word. They talk about it from a very open place, a hot place, humble, open and transparent place, I should say. And it allows you to just apply it to your life. Apply it to your life. So when I was first stumbled upon them, I was suicidal. Like, I was down bad. Going through postpartum, I don't claim that anymore. In my first video, I said it's a real feeling, but it's really the lack of support, lack of community, lack of being seen, lack of feeling heard, and lack of just feeling like yourself. So, any mothers who are feeling like that or have gone through that or still going through that, just know that it can get better with better support, better taking that time out for yourself. So, during that time, I was literally like, TC Nation app, the Transformation Church app, was like my only social media at the time. Like, I was watching video after video after video after video after sermon after sermon after sermon, just feeding my spirit, crying, going, just having the blunt in the car, because that's how hot I am. I would literally roll up and watch a sermon. Watch 2 of them, watch 3 of them. And be in that vulnerable place mentally and spiritually, and just allowing God to just come in on the inside and change me and wash me new. But through the years, it has definitely kept me. And now, I'm glad, because this is day 1 of our 21 days of fasting and prayer. I've always been a good giver. Pastor Todd's mother, Mama Todd, spoke on the big 3 yesterday, and I've always been good at 1 and 2. I've always been good at giving. I've always been good at praying. But that fasting, this flesh, ooh, pray for me, y'all. So I told myself I was going to give up weed and social media and substitute for better meals and walks and exercise. So, ain't no fingers crossed, but pray for me, y'all. But yeah, we're just, as a church, as a collective, as long as I've been a part of TC Nation, he's always started off the year like this. You say our secret sauce. This is just our sauce. Like, we pray, we set aside that time and we give it first to God to say, what do you want us to do, God? What is it that you need me to do? And a lot of us are selfish. A lot of us live in our flesh. A lot of us live moment to moment. I say a lot of us, like me, live moment to moment, minute to minute, social media post to social media post, and that's how you just get through your day. But for me, as a challenge, I know one of these was to be serious in making my videos again, and just be serious in taming my flesh, because as Pastor Brenda said yesterday, that's that third cord that cannot be broken. Like, once you get all 3 of those principles, and I feel like I've just been riding and giving. I've always been a giver, and it's always like, kind of like, God, I don't have a problem giving to people. I don't have a problem giving to you now. But when's it gonna be my turn? Or when is how are you gonna use me, God? Like, how are you gonna use me? I have all these different gifts and abilities, and I feel like I'm doing what you're saying, but I wasn't fasting. Okay? And fasting is not just stopping from eating. It's literally stopping doing something pleasurable to your flesh that will help in your spiritual development. So for me, I love a good blunt. It's what my flesh likes. not even on no depressed-ish, like, you know. But this 21 days that we're doing as a church, we're doing as a family, I have decided, yes, this is day one for me. So after I make this video, I'm also going to get into the scriptures, finish reading, and I have my accountability partners. But yeah, TC Nation, like, I'm going to put this back in here because I feel like this is just going to be one that I always pull out and just want to talk about, because I love Pastor Todd. I love what they have created. I'm going to get out there one day. I know God is definitely calling me to this church and to be a part of this ministry. So yes, one day at a time, TC Nation. Mental health. We're going to start talking about that on the mental health tip. My first video was an hour long, just going through all the different emotions that I was feeling at that time. But it was so long ago, and so much has happened, and I've definitely had another low point in my mental health, but not as low as back in 2017. But there's just been some blocks. So I always say, like, it's a daily thing. It's a daily, I won't say struggle, but a daily challenge, a daily task, a daily thing that you have to try. Because it's not easy. The devil doesn't want you to have good mental health. Like, if you didn't have good mental health, the devil would be easy for the devil to just fuck with you. So, for me, therapy. Go to therapy. Get your help. Okay, go to therapy. Music, like I said, the TC Nation, the sermons. It's important, especially now during this pandemic, during this uncertain time for a lot of people. Stay on your mental health. Drink your teas, watch videos, spend time with your family, go for a walk. Literally schedule Zoom meetings with the counselor. If you're Black, they have, I think, free for Black and women, free therapy. So you can, for Black people, it is out there. Free help is out there. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to say, it's not healthy up here. It's not healthy up here. I need to get it healthy. I need to stop being surrounded by these people. I need to stop listening to these influence. I need to sit time by myself. Okay? And it's not going to be easy, but you're going to get aligned, and it's going to be challenging. But the more challenging it is, you're aligning yourself. The more deeper you go, you will feel it. Okay? Love. Where do I begin? This word has always meant the most to me. It's very simple. I think that when I was younger, like in my previous videos, I thought my life was going to be cookie cutter fantasy and just turn out like a movie. It might. But don't push love out. I think that so many people look at this word as like a vulnerable word or like a soft word, but it really costs nothing to act like this, to show a person love. It costs $0 to walk around with this on your chest, love. I know it's like cliche and like to say like, oh, love, I want love, but really that's what this world is missing. Love is in need of love. Okay, shout out to Stevie Wonder. Love is definitely in need of love. But if we're talking personal love, I've been in love so many times. I have love for so many people. But this year has taught me that love is precious, and you need to love on your loved ones, the people that you love, even if you don't like them. I have some people in my life that I do not like at all. However, I can't get rid of them, and they can't get rid of me. So why not? Let's just start with love. And I'm not even talking about people that I met during my life. I'm talking about the one that gave me life, okay? We bump heads all the time. But being with someone who has a mother now too and is a mother now too, I know that this word is all that she's ever coming with, even if it is like too much. So love, yeah, and being in love, I'd say twice, like 2 real times. Like, I've had love for people, like deep love, in my other relationships or my other situationships or whatever, but I've really only been like, I'll fuck a nigga up, I'll blow some shit down over 2 people. And it's going to be another topic, your primary and your transitional soulmates, like that. But I feel like the love that I have for those individuals will never leave, and it's good. It's good. It's taught me a lot. It's shown me a lot. I had to come out of one love, find another, and then realize that love was still there. Just being vulnerable to the idea of love, to the feeling of love, because I know I got my heart broken in 2020, and I didn't even love that motherfucker for real. Like, I loved them, but I was heartbroken by the fact that I had invested so much time and energy into someone that knew my experiences with this word and still decided to make decisions that got them left in the past. But even then, if you don't feel like you can provide this 100% to someone, say it. And if they don't want to let you go, still leave. Because 9 times out of 10, they're not going to pull it out of you, and you're not going to want to pull it out for them, and vice versa. So if you're not fully like engulfed in this word when dealing with someone romantically, don't waste your time, because this feeling, true feeling of the word communications and love and having someone who understands and like, okay, you can love someone, right? Like, I love you. I want to be with you. I don't want anyone else to have you. I want to spend all my time with you. I just want to take cute pictures and blah, blah, blah. But to really love someone, sometimes you have to sacrifice their peace for yours. Your peace for theirs. So doing something that may feel uncomfortable, but because of the love and the respect that you have for that individual, you see that it's more important to put your feelings to the side. That's, I feel like, a piece of real love. You shouldn't just let somebody play you and just walk all over you. But when you love someone, you do what's best for them, not what's best for you. Okay? And that is where this word is like, so messy. So messy. Because so many people will say, I love you, I love you, I love you. But then it's only what they can do for you. Like, you love them, but you want them to make you happy. You want them to fix all your problems. You want them to make you feel all, like, go to God, okay? That's God. You're not needing love. And you don't really love them. You need support. You need support. You need a friend. You need company. But love is knowing how to say what's best for you is what's best. Forget me. Love is uncontrollable as well. I thought I didn't have love for an individual anymore. Thought I had put it behind me. Thought I had moved on, and remember, that was the purest I ever felt. Like, thought that I would never even feel this way again, because it was so like childlike and innocent like. And I just thought I would never feel this love, or I would never feel this understood, or I would never feel this complete again. And I'm still single. It's okay. So yeah, but just to know that there's a true love that goes past what's best for them. Like someone loves me more than they love what's best for them. I feel like that's deep. That's where true love comes into play. Not ego, not lust, not trying to look good or cute. I don't know. Like that parent's love. Like, you want what's best for your child. You want what's best for your friends. You want what's best for your family. So if you say you love someone that you're not related to, is it just because you want what's best for you, or you want what's best for them? Yeah, and then sometimes, even when you do love someone and you realize that you have to step away, and they make you feel like, you're leaving me, or this or that, set those boundaries, because sometimes people don't love themselves enough to do it. And you have to love yourself and them enough to say, hey, this is just not it. This is just too much. This is becoming more unhealthy than it is healthy. This is becoming more of a waste of time than it is productive time. This is just us sitting here twiddling our thumbs looking at each other. I don't want to do that anymore. And don't allow someone to force you, hold on to you, because they know that you are a good catch. Go. If you feel it in your spirit, if you feel it in your soul that it's time to go, it is time to go. Don't sit around and wait for God to break your heart, because I promise you, He will do it with no remorse, and then you and Him will have to have a long talk later as to why you didn't listen the first time. Speaking from experience. So yeah, but I'm just grateful to have this word in a true form, in all of its facets, but in the innocent, pure form, come back into my life the way that it has in this crazy 2020 that we just came out of. So in 2021, I'm gonna move with more of this with everyone. It's gonna be hard, because I don't like some folk. And some folk don't like me. But that's why you just keep your boundaries and you keep it pushing, and you send them love from a distance. You send them love send it up to God, and He'll send it back down to them. But yeah, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I know this word so deeply. My grandmother, I feel like, was the first person to ever show me love, show me how to be loving to strangers, show me how to be loving to unloving people, show me how to be loving in a daily practice and a daily walk. She just exudified, it just fell off of her. And so with my romantic relationships in the past, I felt like I was looking for just someone to understand me the way that I had been understood by her, understood by my first love, and some things you just don't find twice. You just don't. You can maybe find something just as good, or maybe not just as good, because it's not going to be just as good, but good in its own way. But what I've realized is to be vulnerable and to admit that you feel in this love. Because look, that Cancer full moon that we just came out of a couple days ago, well, really like a week ago now, woo, the freaking feels. Okay, I was crying all day. I was just in my feelings, but just realizing, sorry, we have a dog next to us, but just realizing that love is rare. Like real love, real understanding, real communication. It's a blessing. So anyone out there together, single, self-love, family love, a lover, you're blessed if you have it. I see so many people in beautiful, happy, flourishing relationships, and I love it. I love love. I love it for you. But yeah, I don't really want to. I think we're gonna have to come back to this one too. But this is just me, doing what I said I was gonna do. Okay, so we talked about mental health, and we talked about TC Nation, and I'm back, guys. This is just my first video. This is my second video, but this is my first video of the year. I really am gonna do this more consistently, and have my little topics. So I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you aren't a part of TC Nation, go be a part of TC Nation. We want you a part of TC Nation. TC Nation is the best nation. Okay, I can't wait till church opens back up so I can just drive to Oklahoma and hug and just be in the Spirit Bank Bid Center. Like, just go see everything that has happened. Like, I could go on and on. Like, we're really going to have to come back to TC Nation. But it changed my life. It changed the trajectory of what I thought God was, what I thought church was, what I thought community was, what I thought being a pastor was, okay? It's crazy till it happens, okay? And mental health. And this is what this is about. Getting your love, getting your life, getting everything right so you can grow and create fields and fields and fields of growth and love and spread that around. So those were our 3 topics for today. Catch you later, guys.